Hello gents, got hello gents, I've got my ninth update for you on my Airfix 124 scale Hawker Siddeley Harrier gr. I've got my ninth update on my Airfix 124 scale Hawker Siddeley Harrier ground attack and reconnaissance mark 1A. Before I do, usual business of shout outs to Model Pro 72 Lenny, Basic Modelling Rob, Aaron Newlands, Atomic Dog 32, Brian, Alex Modelling, Cledo1 Lewis, Making Model again, Gary, Shane Highland, Mark O'Neill. Mark, cheers for your comments. Choose your comments on my entry video. Choose your comments on my anti-tank gun group build entry video. Anti-tank gun group build entries videos, shall I say, so thank you that much. Nigel Wells, Cohen, gonna miss you, dude. Obviously, I know it's got to be done, but just going to say, I'm gonna miss you, Cohen. Waterloo, 745, John. Warren Blanche, Lon 757, Pete, Lads Guy and Spartech, RASDV, Callum Wilding, Mars Patrol HQ, Dead Ram, Tom, Mr. Z Kits, AZ Kits, Andrew Coins, Andy Model, Mr. Mosquito WS, Trainboy 2, Mr. Mosquito WS, F3, Trainboy 220, Golden Eagle, James Day, James Dival 64, Cool Fan JU, Child Modeler, Crazy Modeler, Crazy Kit Builder, Hobby Modeler, UK Scale Modeler, Mr. Great Models, Hobby Modeler, UK Scale Modeler, Mr. Great Models, Doodle next update, Paul Marsh, Engine Dioxide, Ms. Vivi, Stephen M, Dan Healy Modelling, and Panzer Yaga. Thank you for letting me join your group build. Thank you for creating the group build, and thank you for letting me create. Thank you for creating the anti-tank gun group build. Thank you for letting me join. Right, Facebook Saturday. Dan, Max, Marin, Ellie, Nina, Kelsey, Kira, Chloe, Mum, Hayley, Billy, June, Greg, Lynn, Lenny, Ashley, Alex, Andrew, Gavin, George, Tom, Tristan, John, Joe, Sam, Caroline, Luke, Lisa, Lucy, Louis, Debbie, Diggs, Nan, Nico, Charlotte. Speak to you soon, see you soon, maybe. Right, long await for you, long time since I did one of these. Update for you, gentlemen. Right, here's your stance. As you can now probably see, I have now As you can see, I've done a lot more to the fuselage than update 8. So we'll start off with the nose section. So, nose section of the fuselage. As you can see, I've added the pitot tube, the wing direction indicator, the pitot tube, the wing direction indicator, one of three, the first of 3 air scoops of some description. The first one's there. The other one is there on the top, on the fuselage, just behind the air intake. There's another one just to the left of the refueling, just behind the pilot, just to the left of the pilot, which is here. And I've got the windshield, the refueling probe, data fairing. There's a clear piece there, just there. It's been fitted as well. So yeah, top side of the fuselage wise, all components that I've just mentioned fitted fine. No steps, no gaps on the components at all. Well, I say no steps. That side's fine. We can provide this side. There's a step there and there. That's not the kit fault. That is my fault and my fault alone. Purely because I tried to fix the canopy, and in trying to fix it, I forgot to line it up properly. So that's why that's the reason why that is as it is. So other than that, fit fine. The wing direction indicator fit fine. The air scoops fitted fine. The data fairing fitted fine. The refueling probe fitted fine. That bit there fitted fine. Pitot tube fitted fine. Did fit fine, but because of course you've got it is a bit. Well, actually, the pitot tube is a bit off to the right. That's purely because of the gap in the fuselage. It's because of the gap in the fuselage, which I have filled to as best I can, gents. So yeah. Then we'll go to the underside. On the underside, you've got a lot going on. We'll go from front to rear. On the nose section here, you've got a data fairing where my finger is. You've got the nose gear bay, the data fairing and the nose gear bay. Data fairing fitted fine. The nose gear bay fitted fine as well. In terms of the doors fitted in fine, the landing gear fitted in fine, the bit behind the landing gear fitted fine as well. Obviously all the landing gear fitted fine. The landing gear fitted fine. The door behind it, all of it fitted fine. Yeah, so all that fit fine, no steps, no gaps. Center section of the fuselage, underside, you've got the weapons pylon. I've fitted the two 30mm Aiden cannons, the central pylon, the centrally mounted wing pylon, the fuselage meant the center line pylon, which is there, and the rear and the twin tail and the twin tail wheel and its gear bay as well. The cannons fitted fine, no steps, no gaps. The pylon fitted fine, no steps, no gaps. The wheel bay also fitted fine, no steps, no gaps. And there's another data fairing. There's another data fairing fitted. There's another data fairing fitted there on the start. On this side here, which is the starboard side, and then yeah. And as we go further back on the underside, can I do that? That nozzle. Right. So, rear section of the underside. As you can see, you've got the that's the whole of the rear. So we now want to concentrate on the rear. The rear section, which is just the air brake, down towards the tail. The air brake. The reason why there is a step between the fuselage and the air brake, and that's because it's partially open. That was purely because when I'm fitting it, when I was fitting it, it was a tight fit, and to be honest, I could only get it to fit as far as I could get. I could only get it to fit like that, gents. I couldn't get it to fit anywhere else, any other way. So yeah, that's how it fitted, and that's how it's going to stay, because I can't really do anything else about it. The only thing that does mean is I'll have to be careful when it comes to painting. So the air brake is partially open because of the fit of it. You've got a landing light. You haven't got a landing light. That's not a landing light. You've got a clear piece there, which is one of the identification lights. You've got another data fairing here. That bedded down fine. Absolutely fine. Now the tail. Now we'll go to the tail. Now we're going to go to the rear. Obviously, here's the horizontal. These are the horizontal stabilizers you saw in the last update. They fitted fine, but I just thought I'd bring it up just to refresh you. And then this is and then as you can see, I fitted the tail cone, which I believe has got a radar sensor. Which I think has got a radar sensor in. But if you could just write in the comments what this tail cone thing is for, that'd be grateful. I think it's either for radar or the parachute, I'm not sure, or the braking parachute. So that tail cone there. And as you can see, I've fitted the rudder, the vertical stabilizer, or the rudder. Fit-wise of the rudder, the tail cone fits fine. The rudder fits fine. No steps, no gaps. And then the last thing to show you of the fuselage update, if they behave, is that, as you can now see, I've also fitted the thrust vectoring nozzles. This is the starboard side set, front and rear ones. And the rear one is being an absolute little cheeky monkey. So I think I'm going to put that like that, just to get him to hold. So yeah, this is the starboard side set of thrust vectoring nozzles. They fit in well. The front one fit in fine. The rear one was an absolute bugger to fit. So in the end, I ended up chopping the locating squares off and it just rotates freely. And the way it's positioned, if I can get it to so the front ones, and the way it's positioned because of that is it's a bit not, you know, it's a bit awkward to keep it locked, but at the end of the day it went in there after the locating pins had been cut off, so and they still and all four nozzles are positionable, so yeah. And then you've got the port side set here. Port side set first vectoring nozzles here, which these two fit fine. That one fitted fine. That one was a pain up the back. It was a pain up the backside to fit, to be honest. To be honest, gents. Right. Right. So I'll just give you a rear tail section. I'll look at the rear of the tail section, underside, front, stay, nozzle, be a good nozzle and stay. Stay where I put it, be a good nozzle. Front with nose down as if it's diving. Side, other side, top with top side in all her glory. Right, so that's the first. So the fuselage, gentlemen, is the first part of the update. Okay. Right. 3, 2, 1, changing to the next part of the update. Right, the next part of the update is when I can get them, is as you can see in a minute's time. Right, as you can see, I've now assembled the as you can now probably see, I've now painted and assembled the outriggers. Right, procedure for these. Basically, what I did was I assembled this bottom bit here, this bottom part of the wheel here, and this bottom part of the wheel here, the bottom part of the outrigger here first, and then I painted it. I painted the wheel up first, painted the two case the horseshoe type casing, after that. Then I assembled that. Then I assembled the wheel with the horseshoe casing. Then I put this bit on. And then I put that bit on with that bit attached, and then I put this casing here on as well. Fit wise, the outriggers fit fine. No steps, no gaps, no nothing. Fitted dead perfect. but it did pay its fine. But did perfect, gents. Did perfect, gents. Painting, colours, umbral, paint list. Painting was done with umbral acrylic 33 matte black. Umbral acrylic 33 matte black. Umbral acrylic 33 matte black for the tyre. The rim of the tyre was done with Umbral enamel 127 US. Umbral 127 US Ghost 127 Umbral US Umbral enamel 127 US Ghost Grey. Ghost Grey. The hydraulic, the rod part of the hydraulics of the outrigger, the rod part, the bare metal rod part of the hydraulics was done with Umbral enamel 191 chrome silver. So yeah. Just give you a look at the outriggers. So that's the front section. That's the front half of the outriggers, gentlemen. Front half of the outriggers. Then here are and then this is the rear. This is the rear outriggers from the rear. Side view of the outrigger. Side view of the outriggers, and then the other side, and then the other side view of the outriggers, which is just coming up now. And then that's the other side view of the outriggers. Alright. So that's the outriggers, gentlemen. 3, 2, 1, change to the pylons. Right, pylons. I'll do the outer ones first. Right, gentlemen, as you can help me see, I've now assembled the outer wing mount, I've now assembled the outer wing, the outer wing mounted the outer wing pylons that get mounted onto the outer half of the wing, closest to the outrigger. The set of pylons that are closest to the outrigger housings. So that's the outer. These are the outer pylons. Know why I know? You know, want to know how I know? Because the tapered edge at the front is longer. That's one of the things. If you know the Harriers pylons, the earlier series Harriers, the outer pylons, the taper is longer, and it's a much more shallower gradient of taper. It's much more shallower. It's a much more shallower gradient of taper. All right. So these are the outer wing pylons. Fit. The fit of the pylons, the actual constructional fit. no steps, no gaps. Dead good fit. Dead good fit, gentlemen. Dead good fit. No steps, no gaps. So really good fit. Three, two, one. Change to the inner pylons. Changing to the inner pylons, gentlemen. Right. Right. As you can probably see, I've now also assembled the inner. Inner wing pylons. These are the pylons that These are the pylons that are mounted. That are mounted to the wing. They're mounted onto the wing. And these are the pylons that are closest to the. These are the pylons that cover up the thrust vectoring nozzles when you fit them to the wing, because these are closest to the thrust vectoring nod these are closest to the center section, to the wing to fuselage joint. And the thrust vectoring nozzles. Alright, gentlemen? So the inner ones, same as the outers, no steps, no gaps, really good fit, fitted dead fine, no steps, no gaps. So top side, underside, sides, other side. Right. So I'll give you a couple more look at these. And then I'll give you. So in this update, I've covered the inner wing pylons, the outer wing pylons, the outriggers, and the fuselage. Right, so I'm gonna put the fuselage. So yeah, that's the fuselage. I'll hold the fuselage, even though. Right, so you'll probably I'll hold the fuselage so you can get a good look at it, and I'll talk to you when my next update will be. Well, gentlemen, my next update will not be till I have completely assembled the main wing, which involves putting both of the outriggers on, the two outriggers on, the ailerons on, the upper halves of the wing, the two upper halves of the wing, the center section of the main wing, which will be going from there all the way to about here, which will be going from there all the way to here. The center section of the wing, the wingtips, and the covers that go onto the front. That go onto the front sections of the behave yourself, outriggers, please. That go onto the front bit, that go onto the front that go onto the front bits of the outriggers, that go onto these bits of the outriggers. Alright? So yeah, that was my update. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, change. Right, so that was my update. That was my 9th update for you on the Harrier. Hope you liked it. Hope you liked it, gents. And so yeah, so till the next update. So yeah, I told you. I've covered what I wanted to cover in this update. I told you when the next update is. So basically, till update 10, till the update 10, which will have the main wing assembled. Basically, gentlemen, paint your hands and face, glue your hands, paint your hands and face, glue your hands and face. Don't know parents, be careful, have fun, stay safe, be happy, have fun and enjoy modelling. Have fun and enjoy modelling. And have fun, stay safe, be happy, have fun and enjoy modelling. Have fun modelling. Until the next video, which I don't know, which should be soon. Hopefully it won't be too long like this one was from update 8. Basically, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on update 10. Alright? Good. Right, so till the next video. Till the next video, thank you for watching this. Till the next video, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright? Good. Bye, gentlemen. Bye, gentlemen. Bye, gents. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, gents. Bye, gentlemen. Bye, gents. Bye, gentlemen. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, gents. Bye.